Welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day. So this is going to be the second episode. Last episode, Commander Shepard died, was brought back to life like Lazarus in the Lazarus Project. We met someone called Miranda and Illusive Man, and now we're with Jacob in an area that's under attack, and Miranda helped us sort of, and now she's in trouble. So let's continue with it. Oh, and the Normandy was blown up when Shepard died. Okay, so I did grab this thing in the last video, got ammo and everything. Let's get him on, well, let's first get him on the pistol.
Switch up!
And enable his incendiary ammo. He should do it himself, but well, I am here now. And we're going to look for Wilson now, the one that was with Miranda, busy working on Shepard.
Sleep mode ended.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
We're offline.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do.
Well, there was a little fault with his conversation. Luckily you can read it.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit! They shot me!
Poor guy's been shot. But before we go through the door, take a left.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
Okay, now something that's kind of weird here is like, you can say I remember you, Wilson, or you can say let's get you out of here, and the let's get you out of here is the one that actually gives you Paragon points.
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Okay, so this is, they're still trying to teach you this now. And then you hold on one, and there's Unity.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't trust any of you yet. It doesn't matter.
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
So once again, that's the Renegade points. There's the Paragon points. Now, I am going to be mostly Paragon in this playthrough, but in number 2, there's a lot more that I'm going to be Renegade.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Target down!
Okay, so now once again they are trying to teach you. So until you use overload on these canisters, the thing doesn't progress.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Okay, so if you remember and saw my videos from the first one, Cerberus was the terrorist group that killed Commander or Admiral Kahoku. And like I say, they are a terrorist group. If you paid attention right in the intro, they actually did say that, so you might know that already. So you can say never heard of them, but we have, so that sounds familiar. You lied once again gives Renegade points.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Illusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Illusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I'll never work for Cerberus.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw, but when you start the game, if your Paragon or Renegade is full, you get 190 points in whichever one is full. So with me, both was full, so I got 190 points in Paragon and Renegade, just for interest sake, if you want to know how much you get if you import your game. Now also, just for interest sake, I'm also going to show you now the exploit here to max out Paragon and Renegade. But it's going to take a lot longer in this one than it did in number 1. But so it's over here, so right after that conversation you save. And you can see the journal if you want. Like I said, I'm going to do a video where I'm going to go through the codex. And then you just load the game you just saved now. As you see, you are here now, and as soon as you walk forwards...
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
So as you see, then you can have the whole conversation over. You can choose a Renegade if you want. So you can either get 2 Renegade points and 2 Paragon points, or you can get 4 in Paragon and 4 in Renegade if you do it over and over, but you can only get either 4 or 2 of each. So 4 of one or 2 of each. And like I say, it takes hours if you want to do it this way.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Illusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
You can even ask this again.
Illusive Man.
Yeah, that's not his real
It's a
name.
code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
And he, well, I'll never work
I
for
don't care what
Cerberus.
they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss. But after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
One thing that is really annoying with this exploit is if you go to your menu, you can't go to squad, so you can't see how much Renegade or Paragon points you've got. So you're kind of guessing, and you have to progress to actually do a point where you can see that if you want to see how much you've gathered. So, like I say, that's the glitch. Is for some reason whenever you load in and you walk through here, it repeats that conversation. So you can farm the points like that. Data pad, the message on the ground here. 1,650 credits, just like that. Wow, that alarm's hard. Or loud, sorry.
We've been spotted.
Have a nice trip!
Okay, now over here, if you want more mix, go this way. But if you don't want more mix, then just go this way. Like I said, remember you don't get XP here for how many kills you get.
Get over here!
Okay, so for some reason, I don't know why, if you come up this way, then you have to fight these ones, and they appear out of that door as well. For some reason, I don't know why. So before you go in, access laptop.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Wow, so you were in a really bad condition. More credits, and then this is going to be your first experience with the new hacking system. You can just read. It's more or less a game of memory. If you see there's the green at top there, so that counts down with time. If it reaches the red, the 0, then the money starts counting down until it's. And if you get a node wrong, a lot of the time you can't redo it. So it's advised to save before you enter this. As you see there, you can see which one they are. And then you have a little time. If you see there, you should select one. There's a little thingy that counts down there.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Goodbye, Wilson. Okay, so you can select both of these.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
She is confident.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Maybe I'm just dark humor, but I find that funny. Okay, so once again you can choose either of these, but this one gives a Renegade points, so...
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the Illusive Man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Now, I chose that because obviously I know, but the first time I played the game, there was something that rubbed me wrong about him as well, about Wilson, so I've never really fully trusted him. Okay, so investigate.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the Illusive Man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
So yes, these two conversations that's kind of like a little bit weird. I think they made a little bit of a mistake here.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Okay, so like I said, is without you, there's no point of this. We all knew the risk, and like, it's to save you. So look at this next.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The Illusive Man is waiting for you there.
Okay, and then you ask this one.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
See, it's like, we're all here to save you. You're the most important thing. And now it's like, well, if you want to stay here and rot with the mechs, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. Okay, that's all of that. So let's go.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the Illusive Man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The Illusive Man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Okay, so these are just like to refresh your background and stuff, like the Mindwar, the colony kid thing. It was that or die.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Illusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The Illusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
She does look good, I'll have to admit. Well, to me at least. So you can't talk to them at the
I
moment.
wouldn't keep the Illusive Man waiting.
The Illusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Okay, so with this one, it's a lot less about armor and stuff, so you can change your customized look here. Casual appearance. That one looks kind of ridiculous, but he's ripped in that one. There's the N7 hoodie and jacket. I actually like this leather look more. I'll probably go for that. And then the armor, I normally leave it on no helmet. You actually do get like increased health, like you do get different helmets and you can see what they do. But with the helmet on in default, if you've got it off, then it just works better for me. A lot of the times, like if you put it on like helmet off in conversation, you'll be in an area that's like vacuum and all of a sudden you're without helmet talking to the person, so it doesn't really work for me. So I normally don't have a helmet on. Don't have any chest piece at the moment. So you can get some other armor as well. The material just changes the look a little bit. Kind of like that. And then the tint, normally go for black. The grey is black. And then tint 2 is just this. I think that looks okay. Now the pattern is this. You can choose. You can get some weird ones. And then the pattern color, once again, I like the normal pattern, and then I like that deep red. Okay. Let's go talk with the Illusive Man. It doesn't look that black in this light, but I like how it looks.
Commander Shepard.
Illusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Now, here's the one thing that's kind of weird for me about this. Because Shepard is in the Alliance, or was in the Alliance, it's like they've got Paragon as going with the Alliance. It's not necessarily good and evil. It's just Renegade, you're more Renegade. So now because Cerberus is terrorist and against the Alliance, agreeing with him is like the good answer, the nice answer, whereas Paragon is now when you're like snobbish with him or like negative with him. It's kind of weird for me.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
See, look at that. Paragon there. You're not my friend.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Just for interest sakes, there was a other option there that you lose if you investigate for some reason.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Woohoo, level! There's a lot of stuff you're getting. I have to admit, I like how this armor looks, but it looks even better on the female Shepard in my opinion. So now we can go talk to them.
I'm glad the Illusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You really don't have to like really worry about like loyalty points with them. It's not like a real loyalty system. No, I don't trust them.
You're part of Cerberus. I'll be keeping an eye on you, too.
Fair enough. I can't expect you to trust me just because I ask you. I'll just have to earn that trust.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
I do kind of understand where he's coming from.
The Illusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Illusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Illusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Illusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Illusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Okay, cool. That's it. She is very cold.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Also, that about the control chip is pretty big. I'm glad she didn't get away. Okay, let's quickly do our level. Okay, so this one is, I'm gonna choose, there you can see what the difference is in them. I'm choosing Bastion because 100% Paragon Renegade points. You see, this is how you level up now, how you progress and stuff. So there's a mission summary. Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps on our cells to ensure that Wilson was our only mole. Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. Okay, so here you can see everything you get from character from your import from Mass Effect 1. And then this is actually because I've got, which is kind of like silly, but if you've completed a Mass Effect 2 character and started a New Game Plus, then you get this. So you get a lot more stuff. And we get the grenade launcher. So you just need one ME2 character, and then for all your ME2 characters after that you get this. And some credits.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Illusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
That is weird.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Illusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
I have to admit, it has to be kind of weird for Miranda that she was in charge of resurrecting Shepard, and now she has to follow his orders, or her orders.
Her first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Okay, so remember now you've got a new teammate, so let's go for warp. You didn't get any points. How did you not get any points? Okay. But this is where I'm going to stop the video. So it's pretty interesting. I like it. Miranda is, like I say, she's cold, but she is interesting. I actually like her sense of humor. I don't know, maybe I'm dark, dry humor. But I'm enjoying it, and like I say, it's very interesting. There's a lot of information. We met the Illusive Man. He seems like an interesting character, drinking his bourbon or some other alcohol and smoking his cigarettes. Just for interest sakes, when we do talk to him, pay attention to the planet behind him and the color. But like I say, I hope you're enjoying and having fun. Be well, have a great day, and see you in the next video.